You don't know, this is my burner page, kind of, at least for stream. So, Meek Mill randomly tweeted out today, yo, DJ Drama goofy over these hoes. LOL. He won't speak good on me. I tore him up in the A. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This was a triple entendre. You know what's so crazy? A tweet might have been one of Meek Mill's best bars. He don't realize how much references this is. I tore him up in the A? Come on, man. You tore him up in the A? That could easily mean you tore his ass up. Who knows? That could mean on a beat. That could mean literally touring his ass up. Or it could be you tore his ass up in Atlanta. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, he tweeted that out. Then he also said, I asked Drama why he's speaking down on me with a few words and told with a few other words too, and told him he's a goofy. I also hit him when he tried to compare Dreams and Nightmares to I Wanna Rock and downplay me. Don't let these industry lames use you. They don't really even like you. Shaking my head. Now, Drama posted his own receipts, and Drama said, Drama basically said he felt a way over this recent Drama interview that was done with a guy named, I believe, Jay Hill. So he says, Meek texts him. This is the group chat they're in. He says, ain't gonna lie, Drama, you look goofy as shit in this interview. And then he texts him another, this is an interview. So let's go look at the interview. And I think there was another post. But according to Meek, he's starting off this whole thing by saying that apparently, he's fucked girls that Drama been involved with, so Drama's in his feelings. Let's go look at this interview. Apparently it's on College Kid's page. College Kid. What the fuck? My computer probably can't even load that type of shit. Oh, okay. No, I spelled it wrong. Let's see if we can find it. All right. Okay, so let's play the interview. This interview right here.
No, it was Drake. You tripping. I said, I feel like Meek Mill is the Jay-Z of our culture. Well, the culture underneath. You think it's Drake. You see how you're looking at me?
1,000%.
You was smoking dope. You smoking.
I mean,
explain, I'm curious.
That.
Now, you explain.
So, Drake came out in what, 08? It's 2023. He changed the sound of hip-hop.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
He's literally ran every summer.
Did Jay-Z change the sound of hip-hop?
Absolutely.
Or he kind of paid homage to a lot of pieces of hip-hop?
Everyone wanted to be like Hov. Everybody tried to sound like Hov.
I mean, Hov, he said it himself. We paid homage to a bunch of pieces of hip-hop.
The only reason why the only comparison that for you to say Meek is that Meek is more connected to the streets.
That's probably the biggest reason, though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about from a hip hop cultural perspective.
When you say culture, what you mean by that?
The way Drake touches culture is the way Hov touched culture. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Drake is a nigga on steroids.
No, I mean,
he sings, he raps, so it's he does shit that had never been seen. And like I said, it was, if we look at how melodic hip hop is today, would it be that way if it wasn't for Drizzy? And I just think that the same way, Hov would even attach himself to other artists and, they would go on to have successful runs. Drake does that as well. They say he has the golden touch. So, I think Drake is the closest thing we've seen to Hov when it comes to dominance and runs in the rap game.
I say Meek only because
and to be honest, I'd put Wayne there before I would put Meek. If we talking about for your generation,
I only say Meek.
Wayne is more of the next to Jay than Meek is.
Wayne came out at 12, right? Well, he was born in what, 86?
Something like that.
Yeah. I'm
But
born in 91. It's like 5 years, right? So only reason I say Meek because I specifically seen Meek with the nappy braids, right? Like in the trenches. I mean, Flamers, right? Before the Dream Chasers, Flamers, full Flamers mixtapes and shit like that. I seen him talking shit like, man, I want Nicki and then get her. You feel me? Like,
By the way, I wanted to play the whole thing through. I hate when I keep cutting it off, but I cut it off. It's very interesting. There's a bunch of dynamics going on. I'm going to explain the dynamic I'm seeing among Drama while he's talking, but the dynamic among this guy, I believe his name is Jay Hill. Go check out his content. Look like he's doing podcasts and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he's making good content. Instantly, when I was trying to figure out, I didn't know too much about him. I thought he was from Philly. The accent sounded close to Philly. Apparently, he's not from Philly, but he's from like Baltimore. Now, I'll tell you this. You know how they say Future is bigger than Jay-Z in Atlanta? Remember 21 Savage came on my podcast and said that? Again, I'm not saying universally, but I think there was a time that on the East Coast, Meek Mill to Philly, and in specific cities, Philly, Baltimore, DC, New York, they accepted Meek as to be honest, we all looked at him as the top street rapper in the game just because he dominated these regions and we only thought these regions counted. So maybe that's what he's thinking about. Also, I'll say this. Hood niggas, when they're they're trying to give their trophies to the people they look up to, they use shit that don't even matter. The nigga said, I seen Meek with the nappy braids, and he said he wanted Nicki and he got Nicki. He's using that like a trophy, like, yo, he got the chick he wanted. Brother, that's called success. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, this ain't got nothing to do with music. You know what I mean? Like, they're using some metrics that don't matter, but to a hood nigga, it don't matter. You know what I mean? It's like, if they talk about, like, again, I don't want to put words in people's mouths who never said it, but, like, I guarantee if you have some hood niggas talking about the top drug dealers, whoever did it, they gonna look at a nigga and be like, yo, that's the nigga who brought the first Maybach to the hood. Like, that means something to people. You know what I mean? So, like, this guy's using a quantifier of why Meek is the Jay-Z of his generation by saying Meek, he saw Meek bummy, and then he saw Meek say he wanted Nicki and he got Nicki. What the fuck does that mean? But anyway, I digress. I'll let it play.
For your generation,
I only say
Wayne is more of the next to Jay than Meek is.
Wayne came out at 12, right? Well, he was born in what, 86?
Something like that.
Yeah. I'm born in 91. It's like 5 years, right? So only reason I say Meek because I specifically seen Meek with the nappy braids, right? Like in the trenches. I mean, Flamers, right? Before the Dream Chasers, Flamers, full Flamers mixtapes and shit like that.
That's also one thing. And again, a lot of this shit is perspective. Y'all have to tell me. I see somebody also mention Meek's influence. I think you're right. I think Meek was, without a doubt, the number one street nigga when it came to music. But I don't know if it's all around the country. There was even a moment niggas was thinking, oh, the East Coast got Meek, the West Coast got YG. But I don't know what happened to YG. But we never looked at Meek as the whole country got him. It was kind of regionalized a little bit. I think Meek had from like Virginia all the way up to like Connecticut. And then all the way over to, I'm going to say DC, Baltimore area, right? They had the whole DMV. I don't know how far that stretches left. I think that was Meek's region. And I think he reigned like a fucking king. I kid you not. I don't think there was a competitor for Meek. And if you ask even other rappers who were street rappers that came up afterwards from those regions, they usually said shout out to Meek or they looked up to Meek. Like, for example, like Shy Glizzy has that kind of like mystique about him in DC. But I don't want to put words in his mouth saying he looks up to Meek, but like, I think he did say, like, you know, they kind of came up. I mean, I was talking to Shorty on the podcast recently, and he was also like, yo, niggas was watching Meek. It's Meek. You know what I mean? Somebody said Dirk said that too. Okay, so maybe Meek's influence spread even to Chicago. But Meek definitely held down a huge region. And I think this is why this guy's biased. I could be wrong, but I think he's biased because of that.
I seen him talking shit like, man, I want Nicki and then get her. You feel me? Like,
And this is the other part I was gonna say. You're gonna hear him mention the Flamers mixtape series by Meek. I don't think Meek. Well, maybe with the is any of Meek's mixtapes as legendary in comparison to future mixtapes? And obviously, like, Flamers is before he really got on, but he also had the Dream Chasers or the Dream Chasers series. Anyway, let's go.
I feel like when I speak to people about Jay-Z, they seen the same. They seen him like back when his hustling days. Like Drake came out on TV. Like, yeah, he was nice. I'm not taking nothing away. Drake is he's like you said on steroids. He's out of his world. He's not even like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the music, I'm 100% with you. But when I talk about the culture, like Meek was that guy that little niggas from the hood look at like, damn, I can do this.
Did he run 10 Summers?
Meek, 10 Summers? When you say run 10 Summers, like if we can't compare it to Drake, come on. That's not fair.
Why is it not fair?
Fuck the 10 Summers. When I'm talking about a nigga in the hood looking at somebody that's successful, I'm talking Meek.
All right. I know.
Okay. So can I break down DJ Drama's body language throughout this whole conversation? And maybe this is, I'm trying to be very fair. So maybe this is why Meek feels some way. Because I think Meek, there was probably tension there already. And Meek could see the tension turning into a little bit of downplaying a nigga type shit. Because I think that before he got back cool with Drake. Hold on. By the way, sorry, my allergies been kicking my ass. It's the worst thing about New Jersey. Fucking bad allergies. When I go to the West Coast, there's no pollen, so I have no allergies. Back in Jersey, worst allergies on earth. Miami's not that bad too, but Jersey, bad with pollen. God damn. So if you hear me sniffling, I don't have a cold or nothing. It's like fucking allergies fucking just molested me. Anyway. Sorry. So yeah. I think there's been, like, I kind of get what Meek is saying too, because I feel like if he didn't get cool back with Drake and Drake is doing a song with his artist Jack Harlow, he's not saying this, or he's not like downplaying that as much. He would understand the angle the guy is taking. The guy is taking it like, yo, we're not looking at Jay as a pop star. We're looking at Jay as a hood nigga who came up in the streets, who basically became the voice of that generation, especially of hustlers. You get what I mean? That's what he's comparing to Meek. Now, shit, I probably would say, yes, he's right on the East Coast. I don't think niggas in Atlanta or niggas down south was looking up to Meek, especially when they have a future coming up around the same time. So that's where I would probably check him on. But throw in a pop star or throw in the biggest rapper in the game, Drake, to say, you know what I mean? Like, I think he's by intention, he is misinterpreting the question to say, oh, I'm going to evaluate, when you say Jay-Z, I'm going to compare it to who has the biggest rapper impact. Here's another thing why, and I think this guy didn't do a good job of articulating it. No shade to him or nothing like that. But because I think he's really just a Meek fan. Like, he's just a Meek fan. DJ Drama's being a little bit disingenuous here because I don't think, he says, did Meek run 10 summers? Did Jay-Z run 10 summers? I could go down the years of what was the last year that he was really active in the game? Those last 10 years, I don't think he was the hottest rapper any one of those years. Jay-Z has had one of the most interesting careers. Undoubtedly, probably, if not one, definitely two, and shit, maybe somebody might say at the worst 3 in terms of best rappers who ever did this shit. Jay-Z. But if we're talking about niggas who ran the game, In 2003, 50 was more hotter. Shit, nigga, in 2000, well, first of all, in 2000, Ja Rule was more hotter. And DMX is more hotter too. Like, there's so many years where he's not the hottest artist. Yes, he's always doing his thing, but he ain't the hottest artist. Like, you can't really tell me what year Jay-Z's the hottest artist. What year is Jay-Z the hottest artist? So when he's talking about running 10 summers and he's talking about Drake been the hottest since basically he got he caught his prime stride, Jay-Z was never that. Jay-Z was a nigga who was lyrically superior to the most of the people in the mainstream and could also balance it with making good songs. Jay-Z ran it for 8 years. What 8 years are those? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Blueprint, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody said Rockefeller, Jay-Z. Bro, well, first of all, we also got to realize that Jay-Z had a whole conglomerate with him and behind him. Like, come on now. Like, again, we're talking about, remember, we have to frame this discussion. If we talk about Jay-Z, the Rockefeller Jay-Z, the guy who had a label with him, no, you can't compare to Meek. Meek don't got a Beanie Siegel behind him. He don't got a state property behind him. You know what I mean? So it's hard to, because it wasn't just motherfucking Jay. Yes, Jay was always one of the hottest, but when you talk about Drake and Drake's run, Drake has been undoubtedly the hottest year in and year out for 10 of, let's say, the last 12 years. Kendrick might have 1 year. I'll give him 2017. And let me see, what other year will we say Drake ain't the hottest? Let's think about it. I think he has 10 out of the last 12. I think that Jay-Z never really had the majority of the years. He was always top 2 or top 3 hottest. He was always, at least in that era, the best rapper, though. I'll give him that. The best mainstream rapper, because I ain't gonna lie, I still think my boy Nas smokes him. If it's just pure rap. I think Kanye took a year. So which year was Kanye hotter than Drake? My 2010? Yeah, I'll give you 2010. But that's 13 years ago. 2010 going to 2011, that's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy Time? Yeah. Somebody said 2016 was Future? Would we give Future the whole year? Somebody said Baby had 2020? Somebody said terrible take. Slywalker, what you talking about, nigga? Let me see what they said on YouTube. Hold on, let me get my YouTube comments up. Chat, tomorrow when I stream, I'm going to take allergy medications. I fucking hate when I'm listening to this stream back and I'm like nasally. I hate nasally streams. This shit's the worst. Let me see. 2015 and 2016, definitely Future. The only reason why, and I'm not knocking Future, Drake did a collab tape with Future, though. Remember, Drake seen that nigga coming with that wave and then did What a Time to Be Alive right after Dirty Sprite 2. 2012 was Sosa? Nah. 2016 was the Migos? You're tweaking, brother. You're tweaking. Because 2015 is the beef with Drake and Meek. And Drake comes out of that and drops basically like just fire. Juice WRLD took 2018. '2018 was Uzi. Y'all are tripping. 2019 was YB. Y'all niggas is tripping. Anyway, so yeah, let me give my, my body language analysis. If you guys watched the episode, I might have to clear my nose too. The fuck, I need a napkin. If y'all watch the episode where DJ Drama was talking about how he squashed the beef with Drake, he spoke about it on a episode of Off the Record. It was on Zoom. We did it. But he explained it. He said, yo, that beef got squashed one time he was at the 4040 Club with Meek and Dre called. And he said he basically looked at Meek and he said, y'all squashed y'all beef and he's mad at me because of this beef. You better make sure I'm cool with this. No, I think he told Meek to call him or whatever. And they then patched it up. Obviously, that led to good things for Drama. By the way, Drama and Drake had some situations because apparently Drama was involved with a woman named Summer P or something like that. And allegedly when he had Drake come out to come work on a record, Drake was working more than records. Drake was fucking his bitch, which I ain't gonna lie. Drake is a slimy nigga for that, bro. Like, yo, a nigga hired you to do a job, which is music, and you fucking his bitch. Like, Jesus Christ, my nigga. Like, yo, what type of shit is this? Fix the mic? What's wrong with the mic? Is it too loud? What's going on with the mic? Or it might be an audio lag. Just refresh stream real quick. Let me clear my nose. That's a little bit better. All right, bet. So anyway. That supposedly started, and you're going to see Meek talk about it. So let me not jump the gun. So if we go to Meek Mill's Twitter, don't tell me deleted it. Okay. So Meek had said to him, yo, shit ain't got to do with no bitches. No. He posted a screenshot of Drama saying to him, shit ain't got nothing to do with no bitches. To be honest, I don't even speak on all the real sucker shit. God damn, you be doing. That's the craziest part. You just did it to me again for my Tiny Desk podcast. Fucked my whole rollout up and wasn't even man enough just to tell me no. Then obviously Meek responds by saying clown. You hear Meek say, I asked Drama why you always speaking down on me with a few other words too. Told him he a goofy. I also hit him when he tried to compare the okay, I read that already. He says, if they asked me about DJ Drama or Khaled, I wouldn't speak. And I made millions on paper with Khaled. I'll still stay silent. I'm from Philly. And we don't wear fitted hats like that, Drama. Shop at Mitchell and Ness. By the way, he owns some equity in Mitchell and Ness. Then he says, that man never did real... See, this is where Meek always loses every beef. I wish I could be Meek's social media advisor. Meek gonna tell you some shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, and it makes it seem like he was always hating, right? Like, okay, cool. You tweeted that out. Just explain it. Just be like, hey, I feel like he's been hating. Look, what this got to do with charity? That man never did no charity in Philly in his life. I just be saying bits, parts online because it's too much to say. I be wanting it to be known when I don't rock with these goofies. And I stand on my tippy toes when I see them. So it's no confusion before we interact. Yo, why Meek sound so gangster? Drama queens over these females. Now, I'm going to be honest. This first part about charity, I think Meek... This is why Meek sometimes comes off like a secret hater. if you've been communicating with this guy and you're in a group chat with this guy for a long time and you apparently didn't rock with him and you think he's a goofy and you think this, that, and third, why the hell haven't you let him know, or why haven't y'all spoke on shit, and why are you addressing shit like this? Why didn't you ever, like maybe he did, so maybe I'm wrong. Did you ever bring it up to him like, yo, Drama, you from Philly, why you don't do no charity out here, man? Like, yo, why am I the only popping nigga from the city that be doing shit? Like, why you don't be doing nothing? Did you ever bring that up to him, or you only brought that to the internet? If you only brought it to the internet, people are going to take it like you hating or you been hating. You get what I mean? This is what I'm saying, that sometimes Meek brings in a situation that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That might be true, and that might be a real gripe that you have. But did you address that with him privately, okay? Anyway, Meek sounded hella gangster here. He said, I stand on my tippy toes when I see them, so there's no confusion. Okay. Then he says the biggest mistake you can make in this game is having sex with the wrong females. I'm going to be honest with that. Meek, that is very fucking true. The biggest issues in the rap game, every gangster rapper you know, name your favorite gangster rapper, I'm just going to nod and say yes. Not one of them is exempt. They all have gotten mad at another nigga that somebody tried to holler at their baby mom, their ex, their current bitch, somebody they pillow talk with a girl and her with another nigga told that girl about them. Every single gangster, I promise you. The toughest niggas in the world. Somebody said that shit hits close to home. No, that doesn't hit. Well, I mean, the line of the biggest mistake you can make is having sex with wrong females. That's just real in life. What I'm saying is that the majority of beefs are caused by women. Let me not blame it on women. It's based on egos over women. Remember, you guys know this. Everybody's fucking the same 6 to 7 women, right? And because everybody's fucking the same 6 to 7 women in the industry, some people feel entitled. Somebody gonna end up fuck around and give that girl a baby. Now everybody's smarting out your baby mama, like, bro, I'm telling you, like, people catch feelings. So it's not like, in general in life, the biggest mistake you can make is really having sex with the wrong females. But in the industry, so many people don't like each other. Like, for example, like, part of the Uzi and Yachty issues is over JT. Like, just think about it. This is true. Part of the Uzi Yachty thing, why they don't see, like, think about all the rappers you like. Why they don't work together. Why they not cool. Woman. JT. Shit. You could go back to YB and Vaughn. Jania. Like, bro, you could just name a female all the time. You could always name a female. Drake, Meek, Nicki. Drake, Drama. Summer P. Like, you could always name a female. Like, that's, again, I don't want to blame the females nor or anything, but you get to realize all these guys that are super tough, like, niggas are quicker to kill you over you fucking their bitch, fucking their baby mama, or DMing their girl than if you actually slapped them. Facts. These niggas will crash out over their girl or an ex or a baby mama way quicker than they're down to crash out over direct disrespect. That's facts. Is my Wi-Fi going crazy? I mean, what you talking about? My audio is glitching. Refresh the streamer for this. Okay. Here we go. Jealous men will try to destroy you quietly or find out a way to dislike you. I told you, one day somebody put me on game about how certain rappers, all they do is subliminally diss, not necessarily other rappers, but basically clown other people by saying, the girl you wifed up, me and my team smut it out. Yo, we had her on the yacht. She was sucking mad. Like, that's like insider rapper shit. Which, by the way, that's kind of why I don't date nobody famous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit. If you hear somebody who is in the game that messed with the girl that I've been with, that chick just a hoe. That means she met me. She will always meet me first. If she goes on and go fucks like a rapper or something like that, she's a fucking hoe. But I'm not finding no girls off the recommendation of another nigga fucking her. Like, with all due respect, if I come in the game and Safari is punching dick in Nikki's stomach, that's not attractive to me that I want her now. I don't want that. I'm good. In the game, they be knowing these chicks all getting flown out and smutted out all together, and the nigga still wife the chick up. That's why I'm like, yo, how could you get mad when the other nigga is like sneak dissing you about wifing his jump off? Anyway, jealous men will try to destroy you quietly, or find out a way to dislike you. Y'all could keep them gals. I like my family and friends more. Is sad. That's one thing I've realized too. The quickest way for you to get somebody to not forgive you or just have some animosity is if you try to, like, play this. Everybody DMs chicks. Sometimes people don't know who's who girl. Niggas is DMing. If you DM a nigga's girl, you might even not even know that, like, say you just didn't know. But like, say y'all seen each other in passing once or twice. You ain't know that was his girl, though. You just seen her in a picture tagged and you just hit her. You hit the thing and like, oh, she look good, and you DM her. Now she tells her nigga, because she gonna flex on her nigga. Yo, you know who DM me, right? So-and-so. Bro, that guy now dislikes you. You know why? And it's bigger than the female, because that guy instantly thinks, you don't respect me. You would never hit my bitch up if you respected me. Or you trying to play me. Or you think I'm some type of sucker that you think that you could just little boy me and just like holler at my chick. So it's so interesting that in a genre where the majority of dudes fuck with the same handful of girls, there's a bunch of feelings because everybody's girl been ran through by other niggas. And other, like, I heard some shit even about Lori Harvey. Nigga, all these niggas was rapping about Lori Harvey. You think there wasn't feelings when Lori Harvey curved this nigga and this nigga went there? Man, all of these dudes, and there's zero exceptions. Zero exceptions. I've seen a chick show me a text from like a poppin' rapper who's hating on another poppin' rapper that she's dating. And the text literally says, yo, you really gonna curve me and you gonna get with that nigga right there? Nigga, I'm more lit than him. The crazy thing is, the two rappers in question have mad songs together. How you hating on your mans? Because he bagged. But that's just how it is. Like, I don't know. This is how it is. So, I guess this is one of those situations. And I was doing my research before I got on here. I got to figure out which girl Meek think he fucked that Drama is dealing with. Because Drama used to be with the girl. I don't think they're together no more. She had some allegations against him. I got to find out which girls Drama been fucking with that Meek felt like him and his team ran through. All right. So he says, I'm the Meek of this generation. Nothing can be Hove. He laid all this shit out for us. You got to make your own movie out here. That's that. He said, that's that nigga-itis. Who the new Hove? I respect that nigga. No, I respect that highly. Can't be redone. Drama try to divide and conquer a feat. Does he mean a feature? LOL. Drama basically started / powered that Meek and Drake beef. So to see him compare us again and cut Youngin off to where he could barely speak, so much gat in it. What the fuck is he talking about? You know what I asked Dirk off camera? I said, Dirk, what's your highest level of education, brother? He said, you know what I mean? So I'm phoning him. What you talking about? Is that what you talking about? Phone him. I'm like, nigga, why when you type, nobody could understand you? And I don't know if maybe he was just plain smart, but he was like, like he laughed it off. He's like, nah, he's like, that be fucking with y'all, right? I'm like, nigga, wait, are you doing this purposely or are you just like You just can't spell it. You don't know like punctuation. Like what the fuck is Meek saying right here? He said, I respect that highly can't be redone. I guess he's talking about Jay-Z. Drama's trying to divide and conquer a feat. Is this a feature? What is this? LOL. Drama basically started. Okay, so let's go back to the Meek and Drake beef. So, from what I hear from other from sources, and I've heard this from a long time ago, something happened in the store with Nicki and Meek. Well, that's the end of it because that's when he starts tweeting. So forget the shit that happened in the store. Let's go back. Meek had some event he wanted Drake to come to. Drake didn't come to it. Apparently, Drake, Meek is a little bit upset. By the way, that happens a lot. I think Future expected Drake to come to like that first song they did, the video shoot. Drake went to some other shit, dipped out. Drake's a bigger artist. It just happens. What happened then is that Meek feel a type of way. After Meek feel a type of way, it then turns to what happens next? So Meek feels a type of way. And then he sends Drake the Rico song. Right? And Drake basically, or I don't know if Drake sends him, but anyway, the song comes back and Meek is listening to him. And he feels Drake is dissing him on the song. The girl of your dreams is probably not a thing to me. Keep in mind, fans and everybody online is already saying, yo, Drake and Nicki, they make such a great couple. They're Young Money, whatever. Meek is like, what the fuck this about? I guess he's starting to ask, like, what the fuck? Like, yo, who this nigga talking about, right? He's recording, or he's around Drama at that time, who already don't like Drake. So Drama chick already got fucked by Drake. So Drama, who sees that Meek is like on the board, like, wait, what this nigga Drake talking about? Maybe Drama overly influences him and be like, nah, he ain't talking about your bitch. Matter of fact, we got the reference tracks, low key. And Meek's like, reference tracks? Yeah, my boy wrote that for him. Quentin. Nigga, he did it in my studio. We got all the reference. What you mean reference? You thought that nigga was that nice writing all that shit? Hell nah. My boy wrote that shit for him. So he definitely ain't talking about your girl. Now, maybe Meek would have put that to bed, but who knows? Maybe Drama gassed it. Maybe he was just like, yeah, that nigga ain't that nice. That nigga just be, come on, man. We don't know about this shit. I don't know. I'm just kind of speaking a narrative. Because he's blaming Drama for this whole thing. Okay. I thought Drama's only play in the situation was leaking the reference tracks. Would it be his fault if you were already kind of into it or you were mad at him already? How could he be the person to be blamed for the beef? All right, we'll see if we get more explanation from Meek. Cool. So he then tweets out, I was getting a rich-ass massage scrolling on Twitter, seen a goofy I know speaking on me. So I'm speaking my mind. We be multitasking on BS sometimes. LOL, the shit hard to figure out. It's lit, though. Then he says, I don't be wanting to secretly beef or secretly play games with nobody. I like to put it on the front, and I'll add IP later. What these busters be doing. Add up, and it'll add up what these busters be doing. Then he says, he confirmed the Tiny Desk without speaking to my team or me. I told him I wasn't locking in. I'm not even on his album. I'm too up to be working on another man's album rollout. What the fuck? Every time I rap, I get rich, and I ain't been barely rapping. I've been on business timing. I hate these industry niggas. If they can't use you, they try to devalue you to the public. So let's look at these messages. Let me zoom in a little bit. Here we go. So this is Drama to Meek. Make it a little bigger here. Cool. Drama says, yeah, hit me. He said, yo, Jules saying you haven't locked in with a Tiny Desk. I already told him you was confirmed. and work the entire performance around you being a part of it. Please, bro, I need you. Meek says in response, I ain't locking in yet. I'm saying I want to do it. I'm looking at the setup when I get out this meeting. Damn, Meek don't know a punctuation at all, bro. Prayer emojis. And he says, need to know. By the way, this was March 15th, so 2 days later. He says, need to know if you in for Tiny Desk. No response. He then resends it. I guess he's thinking Meek must ain't get it or he got bad service. You know when a nigga sends the same text and it says text message? Nigga, he think your phone off. Or he think his service fucking up. He sent the same message, bro, via text. You know when you press on your phone, but like send this text message? He sent this shit as text message to Meek. Still no response, okay? Then, yeah, okay. So then he posted the other shit that Meek said, or that Drama said in the text. Hold on. Then he says, like I won't wild him up right now, shaking my head. Ah, boy. Again, you could look at this two ways. There's a way to look at this and say, you respect Meek because Meek, when he has a problem with someone, he won't play the industry fake game of acting nice and acting like y'all are cool and playing nice for the public because you don't want to come off like a hater or whatever. Meek is notorious for calling niggas out. And I think Meek thinks that approach is an approach that you do in the hood. So I think he thinks he's doing the exact thing he's doing in the industry like you do in the hood. Some other people might be like, yo, bro, you're starting issues. You're always tweeting shit out. You don't know how to handle issues privately. And that makes him look a little bit bad, especially given the situation that happened with Drake. Obviously, because that situation didn't turn out in his favor. Truth be told, I think there's truth on both sides. I think Meek probably fucked a girl that Drama been fucking with. I think that probably made that relationship strained because you and Meek were way cooler than you and Drake, right? Remember, y'all weren't even talking. Meek is the one who called Drake that you could be friends back with Drake. And not saying that needs to matter when you're answering that question, but it seems, and I understand what Meek is saying, if you're going out of your way to put down Meek, for example, everybody been saying Dreams and Nightmares is like the top song in Philly, and you randomly, obviously you're going to stick up for your artist, but like you could say it in a way where it's not shitting on Dreams and Nightmare. Clearly I had some dysfunction privately already. Now you're making these comments that's kind of making Meek look lesser than what he thinks he is. And then you do this, he probably thinks you're trying to play him. So that's where I understand on Meek's side. On Drama's side, me saying that I Want to Rock is a new Philly anthem when they're playing it at the Super Bowl or some shit like that. Bro, this is my artist. What you want me to say? Right? Like, what you want me to say? And also, they're asking me a question about you and Drake. Shit, with all due respect, Drama is a DJ, but also Drama looks at shit from a mainstream perspective. He's not looking from the street, so maybe he's not hating. He's just telling the truth. But that truth is not appreciated by Meek Mill. Who knows? Y'all be the judge. Somebody said I got a George Jefferson. It do look like it, right? Fuck. Nah, I'm gonna get these sides right. All right. Meek did drop a song recently. We should listen to it. All right, people. That was like topic 1. Jesus. The next thing I do want to talk to y'all about is there's this interesting case. And I'm going to have to clear my fucking nose.